600 race sleds. Nice start for the 180, not a surprise. Kuhn, Holden Kuhn with a great start. Scar in the mix. Looks like maybe the 516 of Aiden Williams. We'll find out. It's just a little far away for these old eyes to see. Here we go. This is your race leader. That's the 180, Holden Kuhn. Right behind, the 100 of Scar, right. Then the 923, that's who it is. Liam Kikaisen. Kikaisen now on the inside, looking the outside. That's the 190. That's incorrect. I don't know who it is. We'll find out. They don't pay me professional dollars, you know what I mean? This is what you get. I'm a value announcer. 180. Holden Kuhn. Then the 100 of Lincoln Scar, the elder. Then the 923 and the 95. That's who it is. Nick Sayers in there. 95, as I say his name, Nick Sayers goes off the track. Get himself back on, and I think he is. Just can't advance your position. Halfway through for the 180 of Holden Kuhn on that, I guess we could say, the Town and Country Lawn Service Skidoo. Scar in second, I believe. Mackerel. Noah Kuhn up to third. Oh boy. The Kuhn cousins at it again. Here comes Holden. Holden Kuhn the elder goes through 16's a back marker. 100 is in second place. Here's the sled to watch, the 127. That's Noah Kuhn. He's the cousin of the leader. He's been working his way from the back of the pack up to third. Scar's in second. We'll see if he can get up there and challenge Scar for the spot. Meanwhile, out front, consider on cruise control, Holden Kuhn just going on that front straightaway, got a nice lead. 100, that's second place, that Polaris, mostly black. And here is Noah Kuhn. Oh, boy. One more to go. Just got to run a smart one. Holden Kuhn. Lincoln Scar, that's second. Kuhn rolling through the back of the track. Another Kuhn for third, the 127. Fourth looks like the 923er of Liam Kikaisen. And then the Sayers rounds him out, checkered, flags out. It's going to be a win. It's Kuhn country. Holden Kuhn takes her. Scar for second. We'll see him up on the deck again. And Noah Kuhn gets third. Nice run for him, considering his start. Good, he could get the Hard Charger award so far. Fun to see these kids that are 9 to 13 years old rocking these big 600 sleds. They do limit them down a little bit. They put in limit on the throttle and the ignition, so they're not at full power, making it quote-unquote safe for these kids to race. And it's really cool they do that. Otherwise, you'd go from the 200s to wide open, and there wouldn't be a transition class. Well, check the start line. 10 sleds possibly in this one, including Declan Shelton. Ran his Yamaha to the victory podium last time. He's out there. Kai Vasco on the 50 is going to be back. 77, Benson Boucher. The younger Scar Harrison on the 300. Jackson Hecken, that number 4 is in this one. Vin Diorio, again, no surprise, running her. Leland Veldboom on the 215. Reed Stockhausen in the 825. Everett Wingle in the 195. And Alex Lang on the 16. Biggest class of the day by my guess, anyway, or estimation. My guesstimation. Excellent. Lots of activity there as we get everybody in a position. All the presumably dads down there, but not necessarily, but it's kind of what you like to think, right? What'd you do this Christmas? We raced snowmobiles. That's what I did on Christmas break. All right, here we go. Let's see out of this whole bunch who we got. Boucher in the mid contact. Whoa, Scar comes out, then Diorio, then Boucher, then Vosville. The 829 got rustled up a little bit. Declan Sheath on that Yamaha. They were stacked up ski to ski, 3 wide, going into that first corner, which is normally the last corner, the town and country corner. Here come your leaders. Gonna be the 3, Harrison Scar, then the 88, Vin Diorio, then the 77 of Bench and Boucher. We've talked to all these kids today. Kai Vasco on the 50, the 825 of Reed Stockhausen, then the 829 of Declan Shelton, then I think the 16 of Alex Lang. That's about your top 7 as they roll through. Here comes the 195, Everett Winkle. We've talked to him today and said his name a few times as well. Scar on this Vincent Tool catalytic combustion Haas-sponsored entry, the 300. Here he is. That's your leader in the last corner. Then Diorio, the 88. Then Boucher on the 77. So the 88 to 77, all we need is a 66 and a 55, and we got the trend going. Everybody kind of spread out except Diorio getting a little heat now. There's your leader. Now here's the race for second. Diorio got passed by Boucher. I missed it in the back of the track. Benson Boucher on the 77 took Diorio. Now Diorio takes the inside. Boucher getting around the back marker, gets high on the berm. Wow, I'll take that back. Thank you very much, says Diorio. Just halfway through this one. We'll see if Boucher's got a little bit more. Can the cat and mouse continue? Here comes Scar. He'll do well to just stay in the front and out of the trouble. Diorio gets himself about a 4 sled length lead now over the 77 of Benson Boucher. Boucher and Diorio friends, not too far apart as far as logistics go down here. Race together. Everybody spread out. If anything, it almost looks like now Diorio is making a little time on your leader, Harrison Scar, on that 300. Heading to the start straightaway. Here comes your leading pack. That's Scar. There's Diorio. Like I said, I think he's making up some time. Boucher also hanging in there. Everybody pretty well spread out. Looks like about 2 laps to go. Here comes your leader. Getting into some back markers now, some traffic. Going around Jackson Hex. Hopefully he gets clean. You don't want a race decided by a back marker. No way, as the white flag is out for everybody. Order stays the same. Scar, Diorio, Benson Boucher. Whole field getting the white flag. In the back of the track. Now heading for the start straight. Boy, this is a well-earned one. Just got to hold on for one more corner. From New Auburn, Wisconsin, winning it on the 300. Scar, oh no, Diorio's on the bars. He will get second because he crossed the transponder. Oh boy, last corner antics by Diorio, but he holds on. All right, making my way over here to the podium. Going to try and get a word with our finishers here in the transition class, ages 9 to 13. Getting third place, and that's the 7. Benson Boucher, no. Here he comes. We just getting off the track, I guess. Benson Boucher. Benson, man, this is becoming a regular deal, you and me up here. How's it feel?
Good.
Man, you're going to have a lot of nice hardware to put on the wall and show everybody this Christmas, huh?
Yep.
Nice. Congratulations. Benson Boucher. Second place, Lincoln Scar. Scar back. Oh, yep, Lincoln Scar I've got for transition class. Well, we can talk to Holden Kuhn. He got first. Holden here. Transition 9 to 13. Am I wrong? All right. We'll talk to 200 stockers then. Vin Dioro got second. Hey, Vin. Well, again, another guy. I don't know what else we can talk about today. Anything you got to say yet?
No.
All right, let's call it a wrap. You're just doing a tremendous job. Keep it up. Don't let the tall kids win, you know what I mean? Short power. Mighty Mini, that's you. All right, Harrison Scar gets first there, Harrison. Boy, congratulations. I think you did good to be out front.
Thanks.
How'd it look from up there?
It was pretty gnarly out there.
Yeah, you're really riding the skis off that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the track looked like it was getting a little rough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, congratulations. Anybody that we haven't thanked yet?
Just my basketball buddies that came to watch.
Oh, good call. Nice. All right, we'll get some pictures taken. And then I guess we'll do transition class. Congratulations, you guys. All right, and then we'll get a talk. Well, I got it right this time. Benson Boucher got third. Is that right? No. What's going on?
You look over 9 to 13. Transition. Noah third, Lincoln second, Holden first. Yes. Oh yeah, Noah. Holden got first, you got second. Lincoln.
All right, it was just sloppy penmanship. Talking about each today. All right, Noah Kuhn got third. Noah, man, a little redemption in this one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he had a tough start and really had to work through the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even notice you. And the next thing I'm like, is Noah in third? Yeah, and I'm working with your mom in the booth. She's like, yeah. So good. I think you get the hard charger award.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you'd like to say? He says no. All right, we'll get Lincoln Scar up here then, second place. After a little technical difficulty. Come over here just because the microphone works better. Lincoln, what haven't we talked about today? You've been running strong.
Yeah.
Yep. Like those transition sleds, huh?
Yeah.
Little horsepower.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything you want for Christmas maybe Santa doesn't know about?
I don't know.
No, nothing?
Not really.
Man, kids are so spoiled nowadays. I don't know. No. Okay, anybody you want to thank?
CNA Pro Skis, Cadillac Combustion, Caliber, Rocks, FXR, Haas, and everybody else I forgot.
Good job. Noah Kuhn we're going to bring up. No, excuse me, Holden Kuhn. Working down to Kuhn. This thing is a mess. I'll tell you, get a little tripped up. So, Holden, right?
Mm-hmm.
You a man of many words, too?
No.
No? You talk a lot normally?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a pretty dominating win.
Yeah.
Who does that for you?
Dalton.
Dalton again. He's the guy, huh? I have to meet this Dalton, or have I met him, do you think?
No.
Think he could make me fast?
Yeah.
Oh, then he must be a miracle worker. Anybody you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my brothers, you, Dalton, FXR, and everyone else.
All right, congratulations. We got some pictures taken for these kids. That was your transition class. After a little jumbling around by my part, apologize for that. But we now know it's Noah Kuhn, Lincoln Scar, and Holden Kuhn. That was your top three. All right, here we come. This is our Pro 206s. So some modified 200cc snowmobiles. Out front, Diorio, then Voskel, then 825 of Stockhausen, and then the 4 of Jackson Heck. The usual suspects. Boy, lots and lots of seat time, I'll tell you. Get your money's worth here at the Hartford Snocross. These kids, if you're just joining us, they've been on the track a lot. Well, we got some adults coming up next. You can see them at the line, our trail class. Then, going to touch up the track, go into pro practice, big sled practice. Diorio with a nice little lead over Voskel on that 50. Then the 825 Reed Stockhausen. Aaron, that Polaris, out in third. Here comes Jackson. They're saying, on the deck there that track getting a little bit rough. They have not groomed since we did the finals, so you're in this thing, about 14 races or so, 13 races. Of course, they don't chew up the track like the big sleds you're going to see next. Here's Diorio. Somebody down on the track. We're going to get some assistance there. Looks like, I think in the far corner, out of my view. Kai Voskel, they say, having trouble. Here's race winner Vin Diorio getting the halfway done sign. There's 50 had trouble on the track. He is a back marker. That puts Stockhausen on the 825 into second. And Jackson Hex here in the 4 into third. So the number 4 is third. Running third is the 4. Got it? Little fun with numbers here today. And there already is your leader boy. Diorio has opened this one up. Wow. Got himself 50 is a back marker. So Diorio, I think it'd be safe to say he has got a half a lap lead on this big kind of square. It's kind of like an oval, kind of like a square. Kind of like a triangle. We're just making stuff. We got to get an aerial view of this track to get more accurate. Race leader comes through again. Vin Diorio having some kind of a day. Reed Stockhausen in second. He'll be a bit because this is the 50 of Kai Voskal, who had trouble, went off the track. He is last, actually. Here comes second place, Reed Stockhausen on this white Polaris, good old wedge hood. Showing a little roost to the side. Track must be getting rough. Looked just a little wishy-washy here in the front straightaway. Diorio puts Hext a lap down. So that's first place and third place, as it turns out. One more lap to go here for the field. Diorio got the white, or is getting the white. Got it. Eddie Dabrowski, flagman at Slinger Speedway, helping us out here at the Hartford Snocross. Really in a nice little hotbed of racing, this part of Wisconsin. Stockhausen gets the whites. It's going to be Vin for the win. Vinzozio Diorio gets a win here today. Again, this kid is on fire. Checkered flag. Jackson is third. I think as this is going down a little crazy. Voskal goes. Stockhausen should get third by my unofficial scoring, but I think I'm right. All right. Last class of our juniors, even though these guys aren't juniors, then we're going to do a track touch-up, and we're getting into practice for the big sleds. Taking 6 hot laps on this track. Ed and Micah. Here we go. Whoa, hold on, or that's been the, oh my goodness. Micah Belling takes the 316 off the track right in front of you. Ed Dannert, who has gone off the track in his first race, is going to inherit the lead. We'll try and get Micah going again. Boy, oh boy, this could turn out to be something because Micah was faster in the earlier races today. You're getting an up-front view. There goes the 316. Micah Belling got his work cut out for him as Ed Dannert's got a 3/4 of a lap lead. Will he continue? He does. The trail class not disappointing. If we could just get ourselves about 10 more entries in this thing, we'd really have it going on. Bring those trail sleds out. I'm not driving it. I'm just making that clear. I'm going to just ride my own stuff. But you guys be very good at this. You guys listening at home or here live, you're guaranteed to get third at this point. Looking no worse for wear as Micah Belling as he really threw that sled away. He went over the first berm in the corner and then was up over the handlebars and then just trying to get his body position back, grabbed the handful of throttle and launched it towards the fence right off the edge of the track. So there's Ed Dannert from Juneau on the 108. Ed Dannert, boy, good old farm boy, talking to him over at the victory podium there will be something. Can he hold on for the win? 6 laps, I'd say about 3 in the books. That's totally unofficial. Scoring confirms. 3 in, 3 to go. Dannert should have some renewed life. Well, I will say Micah Belling on the 316 is definitely making up time. Now, the lead cut from about a half a track is cut down to about 1 straightaway. A lap and a half to go as Eddie is going to display this white flag this time for Ed. Ed Dannert, 1 to go. Here comes second place, Micah Belling. He's got to be able to see Ed right there. Can he dig deep? He goes for the double. Bout gets her. Shut her down, keeps her on the track. Oh boy. Micah can smell blood in the water. Can he catch Ed? Ed just got a straightaway in a corner to go. Ice Racer turned Snocross are going to get his first win if he can just hold on to it, and he does. Ed Dannert for the win. Micah for the second. Can't do worse than top 3 in that one. All right, we're going to go to the deck. We're going to touch up this track, and then we're going to have practice for the big sleds. Might be a good opportunity to grab yourself a little bevy from the Sippy Hippie or the guys over at the St. Lawrence Fire Company and set you up with a blue smoothie or any of your favorite beverages. You're enjoying the Hartford Snocross here this afternoon. All right, making my way over here to the Hartford Snocross podium with all our sponsors. I'm going to try and talk to Reed Stockhausen. If Reed's still here, after he gets himself a third place. Reed, we got you reading. There he is.
They pulled off because Vince lapped him.
Okay. So Jackson's third?
Yep.
All right, Jackson. Sorry about that. Where's Jackson? You're third. With all this back, Mark. So here we meet again, huh, buddy?
Uh-huh.
You know what? You're done racing for the day now.
Yep.
What's your little treat? You get a juice box or fruit snacks or what?
Bubbler.
What'd you get?
Bubbler.
Oh, a bubbler. Nice. Well, you earned it. All right. Congratulations again. Yeah, Chris. Okay. All right. Now, so that means that second place is Reed Stockhausen. Is that right? My goodness, all this scoring stuff. Reed, congratulations. You're welcome. You live pretty close to here too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. How did it look for you on the track today?
Good.
Yeah? Is the track, how'd you like the track?
Good.
Is it rough?
Kind of.
Are you a man of one-word answers?
No.
Huh. All right, anybody you'd like to thank here today?
Dad, Mom, and all my sponsors.
Good job. Congratulations. Then we'll bring Vin up again. Vin for the win. Woo. Well, buddy, you said it. You're racing to what's your, come over this way a little bit. What's your favorite after race treat?
A sandwich.
A good old sandwich. Congratulations. We've talked to these guys so much, we've exhausted our content. We'll get some pictures. Then we're going to bring up those trail guys. Get Micah Belling up here. Mike and Ed are just shooting the breeze over there, I'll tell you. So we got the kids taking their pictures. Micah! Oh, my. Oh. My goodness. The kids do a great job, and then we get the adults, and we can't get them over to the podium. Micah, we're going to talk to you first. Oh, my. You made it exciting.
Tried to.
You okay after that?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah, boy, I seen that all go down right in front of me there. What happened?
Nah, couldn't hang on.
I kind of got on. It looks like you got over the berm, got on top of the bars, and then whiskey throttled her right off.
Certainly did.
But you're okay?
Oh, yes.
Nice. Well, you were really running strong today, and then took a little time, and Ed got out front. But it was a good fun watching you guys race. How is it running trail sleds on this track?
It's fun. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like it.
Nice. Anybody you want to thank?
I thank my buddies for helping me out to get me up here, and appreciate it.
Think we can get a few more sleds in this class? You got some guys to talk into it?
Yeah, I certainly hope so. It would be fun for some more competition, yeah.
That's what I thought. Get about 10, 15 of you guys out here. That'd be a show. Well, congratulations. I'm going to talk here to Ed Dannert. Old Lake Cross buddy, I've talked to you a few times, Ed. How about it?
Oh, it was fun today. It was very fun.
Lake Cross to Snocross, and you got a number 1 plate.
Yeah, I thought I was going to retire from racing, and the ditch banger stuff kind of took off, and I'm just thankful that the crew here was able to put on the track so close to home, and I guess I got a place to call home now. I'm having fun.
That's awesome. Anybody you want to thank, Ed?
I want to thank Hickory Grove Farms, my mom and dad, girlfriend Amber, Tony Trofnagel up at Trofnagel Implement. He gave me some time off to get some stuff together, so thank you, everybody, and thanks again for all the crew here. They put an awesome track together, and it was a lot of fun.
All right, thanks, Ed. That's your top 2 in our new trail class here at Hartford, hoping to grow this division. So if you got a trail sled, contact the folks at Hartford Snocross and get involved. We're going to take a little grooming break and start practice. You're enjoying the Hartford Snocross on Flow. southeastern Wisconsin, where we had good snow. Snowmobile trails were open. And then we got warm weather and rain. And in just 2 days, it was all gone except for these mountains of snow that the RK compound, where ample conditions, or conditions are great, ample snow to make a fantastic racetrack. So we're welcome you guys with us here today, and those of you that drove out. So really a nice day, sun starting to set a little bit, lights coming on our stands, 3 sleds at the line. We're starting this out with our plus 30 division, with Adam S. Johnson, Scotty Dahl, and joined by Haley Brown on the 112. Haley Brown running a separate class, but going to run at the same time. So racing together, scored separately, if you're wondering what's going on. Giving her a look, the starter's got his hands up, going to go green pretty soon. Gives him a little look over, does our starter Ian Kuhn. And we're off. First race of the big sleds here today, and boy, the speeds are a lot faster. Nice start for the 77, Adam S. Johnson. Scotty Dahl from West Bend, Wisconsin on that 217 is in second. Haley Brown, the gal in the class, running third on that sharp-looking white and kind of a dark blue and maybe a teal snowmobile. Getting a feel for this track. Big air by Scotty Dahl, who loves to jump over those doubles there in the back northern part of the track. Here comes Adam S. Johnson, early leader. Boy, nice day for him, and he can hold off the Scotty Dahl from West Bend. These guys run the national races as well. Enjoying some regional racing here in Hartford. Adam said I got to make sure I give a shout out to his girlfriend and her mom. Megan and Lynn are here today. Hope you're having a good time, ladies. Getting them into motorsports, he said. Adam S. Johnson, quite a character. The S, I guess, stands for Superman. That's why she loves him. Gonna have a little fun in Hartford here today. My name's Mike Widmeyer, Mike on the mic. I'll be the one jibber-jawing for you here today. I hope you can have some fun with us. Good racing. Make sure you come out and see us live. We'll be back here tomorrow and in 2 weeks with some big racing action. Johnson with a single and then comes up a little short on the double. I guess good enough to make it. Same for Scotty Dahl, running way on the inside line. Looks like a little bit smoother landing. Going 10 laps large in this one. Haley Brown on that Brown Brothers Racing entry. That is a sharp-looking snowmobile, 112. She likes to run the nationals as well. Hold on to Adam S. Johnson. Going to get some arm pump maybe. 30 years old. These aren't exactly kids. Johnson, I think, might be over 40. Scotty Dahl, I think, is in his early 30s. So Adam S. Johnson really could just run plus 40, but jumps in this class as well. Here they come. I'd say the gapping staying about the same between our leader, Adam S. Johnson, and Scotty Dahl on that 217. Going to get by Haley here, it looks like. Haley on the outside. Our over 30 competitors on the inside. Nice double. They're getting just enough gription and charge to make that big double in the back. Starting straight into this last corner. Adam S. Johnson putting on a nice show for his fans here today. Glad they made it out. It's really a beautiful afternoon for racing. They say the sun's setting. Luckily, I think for our competitors, not really in their eyes very much. It's mostly at their back and side, the way this track is laid out. So up on the hill here where we're at, right by the finish line jump, and then kind of drops down a little bit. A little bit of elevation drop. But I think then they're in the shadows already of the trees. So pretty good conditions, and the lights and the sun will help them show the race surface so they can see the divots and the dings and the holes. As the white flag is out, going to be one more lap around the circuit for Johnson, Dahl, and Brown. Adam S. Johnson again digging for that double, as does Dahl. One more straightaway to go. First race of the afternoon. Adam S. Johnson takes it. Scotty Dow for second. Haley Brown's going to be third, which is really first because she's racing in a separate class, scored separately but racing together. Going to move up into our sport division. Haley Brown comes by. This is pretty fun, the sport division. I think you're going to like it. We're going to see the double deuce, the 22 of Beckham Pete. The number 7, Easton Kuhn, local racer from West Bend on that MLK Carpentry entry. Larson Brown on another Brown Brothers Racing entry, a skidoo sponsored by the Forest County Potawatomi. And Wesley Gaucho, an 81. He ran trail division earlier today. Going to give it a go here in the sport. And here we go. Looks like Kuhn, your early leader, then Beckham Pete. Gaucho on the inside running third for the time being. Gaucho side by side, still holding the third. Boy, on the gas. Easton Kuhn, very, very fast coming out of the Kuhn compound. Beckham Pete, no slouch either. Enjoyed watching them at the Nationals. Shoots that 22 like a rifle, hammering through these rhythm section. Gaucho right on him though. Larson Brown hot on the tail. So we actually got a nice little race here for third and nobody really pulling away. High flying Kuhn out front. Beckham Pete stays in second. Order stays the same. Easton Kuhn throwing that skidoo sideways, throwing you and showing you some traction products, as does Beckham Pete. They like a good air show. Fly the friendly skies at Hartford Airport right here. Actually, Hartford's a very small town, but we do have an airport, so I probably can't say that. This would have to be the St. Lawrence Flyway, maybe. Field, everybody kind of getting spread out just a little bit now. So we got to get into the waning laps of this one. Nice shot of your leader here, Easton Kuhn. Here comes second place. That's Beckham Pete. I think you'll see him a few times today, very fast. Moving up into these big divisions. Watch him through that rhythm section. Gets everything pretty clean, does Beckham Pete. And flies that big double, no trouble. Yep, Pete looking very smooth. There's your third place contender. That's Wesley Gancho. Holding tight on that 81X snowmobile. Gancho raced with us earlier today. Not in the trail division. That was a misspeak by me. I apologize. But I've been watching these kids for years. 5th year, I believe, racing here at the Hartford Snocross RK compound. And been watching these kids grow up from running the small sleds and now into these full power 600s, and it's pretty neat to watch how they've developed and how much the speed has increased. Pretty cool. Guys like Beckham Pete and Coons, and there's a bunch of Coons that raced here today. This is Easton. Really, really fast racer. Beckham Pete, everybody getting the white flag here. Kuhn with about half of a lap to go now. He's in that, for us, it's the back section of the track. Goes over this start line area. Going to go into this last turn and get the first checkered flag for him today. I say that because I think there's more in his future. Easton Kuhn wins it. Beckham Pete should get second, no problem. And if it holds true, Wesley Gonna settle in for third and does. And Larson Brown finishing off your sport class here today. All right, going to change the sport light, getting to the line. It's going to take a second. Beckham, Pete, and Wesley Gaucho and Larson Brown all running in this class as well. Give them a minute to get themselves staged up there. Maybe take a little rest. They don't really give them too much time, but of course they're very understanding when you're going back to back. To give them the courtesy to get themselves rested, maybe a drink. We'll see. Right, I apologize on that. I had the wrong class. Bad information for me. This is going to be fast. Brian Peterson on the 112 coming out in this one. Scotty Dowell's going to be back on the 217. Easton Kuhn will make it back in this one. So they're on the line. Devin Denman going to come in here. Bo Huss. See those two guys for the first time today. And Kaylee Meyerhoff are going to be joining them. Haley pretty much cleaned up all the women's classes here last year. Going to run with the boys. So Pro Light, and arguably our second fastest class on the line that are here today. So make sure you got a good vantage point for this one. They will be airing it out. Sun just about below the horizon here at Hartford. Makes for a beautiful scene. Really been great conditions here today. Temperatures in the 30s. This wind that has been a little windier than you might like on race day, but it's hasn't really been a problem. Spectating's been nice. Snow dust a non-issue at this temperature and with this wind. So it's really been great conditions. Hope you can make it out here and join us tomorrow. Or we'll be back again in 2 weeks for a big race. Starter giving them a look over. Hand up. Get some heat in those pipes. You can hear them popping. That's so they get the ultimate performance. Here we go. Easton gives them a look. Or Ian, excuse me. And we're off. It's going to be fast. Looks like a Peterson sled. Yep. Brian Peterson, Easton Kuhn, Devin Denman running third if he can negotiate that corner fast enough. Ooh, just side by side with someone as we've got a moving and shaking in the back of the pack. Couple of skidoos out front. Easton Kuhn running with the big dogs. The veteran from Illinois, Brian Peterson, a fan favorite, out early in this one. Denman in third, holds on to her. 896, Bo Huss. Bo Huss running fourth. Now he might have just got a little trouble from Scotty Dahl. Huss and Dahl side by side through the rollers. Here come your leaders. Brian Peterson getting into this last corner, heading for the finish line jump. He's on the yellow and blue skidoo. Behind him, Easton Kuhn. Kuhn on that Skidoo Racing MLK Carpentry entry. Peterson on the Fly Racing Rosen Automotive Skidoo. Couple of skidoodlers out front. Brian Peterson. Always a little more conservative on the finish line jump. Seen him race here many, many times. Easton Kuhn will not. Peterson tries to get that sled on the ground, accelerates so he can make the double clearly and cleanly. Kuhn will throttle over the finish line jump, carrying all that momentum into the double, and then negotiate the corner. So here we go again. Peterson, your leader. Oh, that time, to make me a liar, he got a little more gas. Maybe he feels the heat as Kuhn just about 4 or 5 sled lengths back. Nice run for Devin Denman on that Arctic Cat. Scotty Dow and Bo Huss letting their 2 strokes sing through the St. Lawrence air here tonight. Now, there's your leader, the 112. Now getting into some back markers. Leader stay to the inside. That should make no trouble. Peterson is through clean. Here comes Easton Kuhn. Not quite yet. There he gets it. Brian Peterson, the veteran. Plus 30-year-old guy. Giving her here in the pro light division. Goes Kuhn. Everybody stays about the same. Denman holds third. Nothing to see as everybody is spread out. There's your race leader, Peterson, looking smooth as ever. 3 laps to go in this one. Peterson, Kuhn, now maybe just a little further behind, but first year in pro light for Kuhn. Young man, maybe 15 years of age. White flag out for Peterson. Kuhn, the rest of the field will get it. Peterson just got to run a smooth lap here, do everything he's been doing the whole time. Get a win here like his teammate Adam S. Johnson. Won the first race of the day. Here he is, taking a pro light win. Brian Peterson. Easton Kuhn for second. If all holds true, Devin Denman will have third. Scotty Dahl in here at second. Denman, a DNF, did not see what happened. Scotty Dahl from West Bend, Wisconsin, takes the spot. Sportlight, Beckham Pete on the line, Wesley Gaucho on the 81X, Larson Brown on the 111, Chase Anderson on the 614, and Mitchell Marco on the 725, and here they come. Chase Anderson gets the whole shot, did not see numbers on the side of that sled, but it's on his back. We'll have our electronic scoring, which is new this year. We're working out. There it is on the front. Now I see it. Chase Anderson, Beckham Pete, then I think the 111 of Brown. Nice run for Larson Brown, running in third. Wesley Gaucho in fourth, Mitchell Marco in fifth. 111 off the track, just gets back on. That's Larson Brown. Might have missed that corner. I was looking another way. Here come your leaders. Chase Anderson ran this morning in the younger division, as did Gaucho. Going to be happy to lead this sport light race this afternoon. We'll see. Beckham Pete. And right there. There's your race leader going over the finish line jump. Beckham Pete, the 22, in second. Very, very close. There's the 81 in third. That's Wesley Gaucho. Top three in the back of the track. Does Beckham Pete on the 22 have something for Chase Anderson? Say Anderson's got a few laps on this track today. Beckham Pete very few. Practice and one race. Things pretty tight. Leaders going into the Hayes Brakes corner. That's an inside-outside. Both elect to take the inside. Doubling through the rhythm section. Nice. Here comes that big double in the back. Both get it clean. A little bit of a bus stop corner there to the starting line straight, and now right back to the front straightaway. Gapping staying the same. Maybe Beckham Pete on the 22 gained a little bit. White flag, just one more to go. Just got to run this thing smooth. Oh, might be. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. Right there, I thought there was trouble for Chase Anderson as he kind of squared it up, and I thought Beckham Pete was going to get him, but both did identical moves. Eddie Dabrowski with the double checkers. Chase Anderson wins him. Beckham Pete for second. Nice little race out front. Wesley Guncho for third. Nice run for him. Sport Light. Yep, nice run there for everybody. Larson Brown for fourth. Mitchell Marco for fifth. See it there on your screen if you're watching on Flo. Glad you're joining us. If you can make it in person, that's even better. The sights, the sounds, the smells of the race gas, fantastic. Not to mention the great track food. All right, Haley Brown on the 112 coming up on the next one, and McKaylee Meyerhofer in our women Pro-Am class. They're getting themselves to the line there. You can see them. A couple of the gals. After these gals, we're bringing up our Pro-Am, the fastest sleds here today. Coming out after these gals, make a little snow dust. And here the gals come. Boy, side by side. Brown was on the outside, Meyerhofer on the inside. Meyerhofer takes it, but a switch of lines, oh boy. It's been a little crossover. They were ski to ski going through that first corner. Now some separation. See how this pans out. Kaylee Meyerhofer on that 890. She is a fast racer, I'll tell you. Cleaned up on in years past in the women's class, and here just doing it again. Haley Brown, who you saw earlier, in tow, and a great rider in her own right, no doubt. But McKaylee Meyerhofer, oh boy, can she go. Runs the outside line, which we haven't seen people do by choice today. Big error as anybody else elects to single that start line, or I should say really the front straightaway double. There you get a good look at her. Over the bars, good form. Comes at you. Meyerhofer strong. Got about a straightaway lead now over Haley Brown. These gals are giving a go here to this racetrack tonight. McKaylee Meyerhofer, sponsored by Green Mountain, Woody's, FXR, and CNA Pro Skis. Here she comes again, happy with that outside line, gets a big drive, jumps deep in. A little afraid to pull the trigger on that double there, but she could make it with the momentum she's got by my speculation. There's Haley Brown on the Brown Brothers Racing Skidoo, sponsored by Forest County Potawatomi up here in Wisconsin, northern part of our great state. Getting to the waning laps of this one as Meyerhofer comes by. Still green flag racing. Going to be one more lap to go for the ladies. Meyerhofer gets the white flag. Going to be one more for Haley Meyerhofer. Haley Brown, the both of them. Then we're going to bring out our pros. There's Haley Brown, gets it. Boy, looking smooth. Taking the win in the Pro Women's, McKaylee Meyerhofer. Haley Brown just got to finish off this half a lap, secure her spot, and get her points for the season. 5-race schedule here at the Hartford Snocross Series. There she goes. Nice job. Pro-Ams are next. Fastest racers of the day coming up. All right, here we go. Devin Denman going to be in this one. Adam S. Johnson, Brian Peterson, and Bo Huss, your pro riders here today. Give a look here. You get a good shot of the line. Teammates Adam S. Johnson and Brian Peterson on those matching sleds. Great. Always know who they are as they run their blue hoods and yellow sides. Good combo. Hoping to see Bo Huss and Devin Denman make it out here. Both of those ran pretty strong earlier. You can see the snow conditions down there. Plenty of snow. Nice. I think it's a pretty good consistency, and maybe during a break I can ask some of the racers about how that is. Definitely going to be firming up as the sun drops and the temperatures follow, and that will be a little less drag. There's Devin Denman on the 72 and Bo Huss pulling in, so we'll be ready to go. Then we're going to do a real quick track touch